Welcome to Mom Matters, created by moms for moms. In this week's Expert Edition, we're talking to a local dietitian about the importance of diet for women going through menopause and postmenopause and perimenopause, basically menopause, because diet is so incredibly important. Erin, thank you so much for being with us today. This is a challenging topic, trying to navigate the right nutritional balance for women as their body is going through this massive transition. And I know many women, it's a different length of time. Some women, 15 years. Some women, not that long. Some women are forced into a physical menopause through surgical means. But regardless, our diet is going to be so important when it comes to maintaining our health throughout this process. Help us, please.
I will help as much as I can. Let me just start by saying I have a lot of compassion for that. I mean, myself, I'm 43, so I'm heading in that direction eventually. And menopause is real. The symptoms are real. The physiological changes are real. The mental and emotional challenges. And I think for so long, it's been this sort of clandestine thing that people don't talk about. You know, it's the change. And we kind of make up all of these sort of quiet, little subtle messages for women going through it. And now the narrative is changing a little bit, so we can openly talk about this. And we are getting more research on what kinds of nutrition practices, what kinds of exercise practices can help.
Absolutely. Okay, and I will be very transparent about this. I had a full hysterectomy, and I'm in my mid-40s. Ovaries removed and everything. So I was thrown into the situation of postmenopause, right? A very, very rapid situation. And what I noticed right away was my muscle completely declining so super fast. Like, I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't know it was going to happen that quickly. Like, estrogen plays a massive role in women's bone and muscle health.
Yeah, estrogen plays a huge role. I mean, that is our anabolic hormone in women's bodies. And so when we have that decline, it becomes really important to do the other things that we do have control over, because you don't have control really over your hormones and what's going to happen during the perimenopause years and that postmenopausal, state. So protein becomes really, really important. And I think people hear this a lot, but then they think things like, oh, well, I eat
I had a hamburger today.
Nuts, or I had a chicken sandwich for lunch and then nothing else, or I skipped breakfast. So one of the first pitfalls I see is that women are wanting to stave off the weight gain that tends to happen with menopause. And some of that is within your control, but I'm telling you, some of it is not. It is nature just playing its course. And so
thank you for saying that. I want to pause really quick on that note, because it is so true. Like, I cannot tell you how many women have gone into menopause or post-menopause, and they're like, I'm not going to gain weight. I'm not going to. And then when they do, regardless if it's 5 pounds, if it's 10, whatever it is, they then start to beat themselves up. And it's like, no, there is a portion of that that is inevitable. And you just got to embrace it.
And rarely does anything positive come from self-loathing. So honestly, if your body is changing, focus on what you can do to take care of yourself, and try not to, beat yourself up over these things that are not within your control. So there are very real things that happen in menopause. Lots of fatigue, lots of mood changes, the hormonal swings. Of course, your experience was like, my muscle just kind of disappeared overnight.
I had many other experiences, but that was a big physical one.
And so, and sometimes it's just really hard to feel good and to stay motivated, especially if you've been kind of a lifelong active person, and then all of a sudden your body is completely changing. So protein, I said, is really important, and spread it throughout the day, 20 to 30 grams per meal.
And that's what I find, because I got one of those fitness apps, right? Most people get those to lose weight. Honestly, Erin, I have it to track protein. And I found that on average, I eat 20 to 30 grams of protein per day. Let alone per meal. It really is harder than you think to get as much protein in as you really need to get in. So you really need to be mindful of that.
And I'm not a huge fan of like counting calories and doing all this stuff, but those fitness trackers can be really instrumental in learning about how your day, how your day plays out, how it builds up, and what is in the foods you're choosing.